In the early morning of July 17, the Euro 2024 final took place with the competition between Spain and England. True to the important nature of the confrontation, both teams entered the game extremely cautiously and often created heated collision situations. However, Spain is still the team that controls the ball more thanks to its classy midfield. However, it was not easy for them to reach the Three Lions goal. On the other hand, Gareth Southgate's army proactively played deep, but still created opportunities for themselves. The most notable situation of the first half seemed to come in the 45th minute, when Phil Foden's shot was on target, but was saved by La Roja goalkeeper Unai Simon. After the break, Spain suddenly preempted and scored the opening goal in the 47th minute. Yamal dribbled the ball into the middle and opened an open pass for Nico Williams to rush up the left wing. Before the striker placed a pass, the dangerous heart broke the deadlock in the final match. Being ahead, the Three Lions immediately rose up to find an equalizer. Consecutive attacks took place on La Roja's side of the field. In the 73rd minute, England arranged a coordinated attack. Bellingham baited the ball so Cole Palmer curled his left foot outside the penalty area to defeat goalkeeper Unai Simon, equalizing the score 1-1. After equalizing the score, the two teams played at a very high speed. But Spain still showed dominance in the ability to control the ball and penetrate the penalty area. In the 86th minute, Cucurella ran up the left wing and crossed the ball to set up a goal for Mikel Oyarzabal to score Spain's second goal. The remaining time is too little for Southgate's army to turn the situation around. In the end, Spain beat England with a score of 2-1 after 90 minutes of official competition, thereby winning the Euro Championship for the fourth time. This is a record of the tournament. That night, thousands of Spanish people took to the streets to celebrate the home team's historic victory at Euro 2024. After the home team's victory, the football atmosphere enveloped the capital Madrid. Thousands of fans poured into the streets to celebrate this historic achievement. This is the fourth time La Roja has lifted the prestigious trophy, and is also their third Euro title in the last 5 editions. This victory made Spain the most successful team in tournament history, surpassing even the German tank. To share joy with fans, coach Luis Enrique and his team will have a parade through the main streets of Madrid this evening. On the morning of July 15, Spain defeated England in the Euro 2024 final in Berlin, Germany, to win the biggest football festival in Europe for the fourth time, the most in history. One day after winning the championship convincingly, coach Luis de la Fuente and his team boarded a flight back to their home country of Spain. In Madrid, the Spanish team held the trophy in celebration with thousands of fans. The grand ceremony ended with an interaction between La Roja stars and fans at Cibeles Square. As captain, Alvaro Morata introduced each Euro 2024 champion. When introducing Lamine Yamal, the 31-year-old striker set the pace for teammates and fans to sing a chorus praising Barca's teenage player. Lamine Yamal content, with each passing day, I love you more and more. This is an excerpt from the song that two musicians José and David Muñoz of the famous Spanish band Estopa composed to honor Yamal during Euro 2024. In addition, Morata also gave Yamal special praise. The former Real, Chelsea and Juventus striker said, "Just 17 years old. I could not believe it. Even I think his teacher couldn't believe it. Just recently this kid was causing trouble in class and just caused trouble at Euro 2024. Best young player at Euro 2024. Congratulations to him. He just graduated from high school." In the recently ended Euro 2024, Yamal made a big splash. Participating in the tournament at the age of 16, Barca's football prodigy broke and set a series of records. Yamal shined with 1 goal and 4 assists. Yamal became the player with the most assists in Euro 2024. One of the players with the most assists in a Euro period in history and the Spanish player with the most assists in a major tournament, Euro Finals or World Cup. Recently, we had an adventure with 51 Euro matches, a sleepless night with our family, and that was the sign of the end of the Euro here, a very successful Euro period in many aspects with demand. A young soccer player, thank you everyone, let's always believe in you. We will meet each other at the European Football Championship, UEFA Euro, in the coming years.
Hello Hello everyone, nice to meet you again with Marvel Heroes YouTube channel, broadcast every Sunday at 9 p.m. In today's video, it will be the character Kitty Pryde in X-Men Everyone. Catherine Ann Pryde, also known as Kitty Pryde and the Shadowcat, is a character from the Marvel Comics. Kitty is a mutant gifted with the ability to become intangible and phase her entire body through solid material. A talented prodigy, she became the poster child of the X-Men, eventually reaching maturation and becoming the team's current leader. In the Awa Fix, Kitty is listed as a purchased slave from the slave fortress and is later rescued. She later attends the Awa Academy as a student. Kitty Pryde is a young, sweet, upbeat, cheerful and optimistic teenage girl, but she did have some naive tendencies. Mainly due to having lived a sheltered life before joining the X-Men. Caring and sympathetic, she is considered virtuous in almost all respects. With the typical attitude of a valley girl, Kitty can come off as a bit of a ditz, but she has since grown into a very intelligent, open-minded, and worldly young woman. Kitty isn't the most athletic person and her culinary skills are a constant source of dismay among the others. Regardless, she is a loyal friend and teammate, as Kitty's in it to fight the good fight and will need no convincing to rush off into battle as she's always willing to help others in need. Kitty Pryde has the ability to pass through solid matter by allowing the molecules of her body to travel through the space between the molecules of whatever solid she is traveling through. In A+X she explains she used to hold her breath or she thought she had to, but after the initial shock wore off, she can now phase through solid objects while breathing and talking. She can also render other people and objects intangible by touching them. When phasing through extremely dense materials, such as adamantium, Kitty experiences pain and disorientation as well as those with dense metals in their bodies, Wolverine, X-23, etc., should she phase through them. For some unknown reason, when Kitty phased through Garak, it caused him intense pain. The reason for this is unclear. Kitty is capable of phasing any amount of her body through objects as well as humans, leaving them unconscious. Kitty is also capable of killing another being by phasing them into a solid object and then releasing them, causing them to solidify whilst still within the object. Kitty has trained herself to reflexively assume her intangible state at any indication of danger, such as a loud noise like a gunshot, in order to protect herself. Kitty can disrupt electronic devices by passing through them in this manner without harm to herself. When she uses this ability in the opposite direction, she can levitate herself by walking on air, as if she were walking up a flight of stairs. In her intangible state she is weak against certain energies, psionic and mystical attacks. While in phase form, Kitty has demonstrated a remarkable resistance to psychic probing and psionic attacks, but she can be hurt by the soul sword and remains vulnerable to magic-based attacks. As guided by the Doc Green persona of the Hulk, she has been shown to be able to use her phasing abilities to perform surgery, essentially phasing cancerous growths out of people's bodies. According to the book, The Science of the X-Men, one theory that could potentially explain Kitty Pryde's power of intangibility is that of spintronics. This theory is based on electrostatic repulsion, which is the force that keeps subatomic objects from passing through one another. Electrons naturally repel each other, and instead of positive or negative charge, electrons have what is called spin, which is based on a random pattern of up and down. If Kitty can rearrange her molecules into an organized manner so that they are polarized with the objects she is trying to pass through, then she can pull her molecules through objects, like a molecular magnet, by controlling the spin on all of the particles in her body. By reversing the polarity on air, she can then airwalk by making the air around her much harder. This also explains why she disrupts electronic systems, since she basically polarizes the spin of electrons in objects she passes through and drastically changes the conducting forces in circuitry. First is paint the skin, then color the brown hair for Kitty Pryde. Next is to wears a black shiny bodysuit with a yellow Y-shaped outline and a red belt wrapped around her waist, a pair of yellow boots and a pair of oversized gloves for Kitty Pryde. Next is to draw the hairstyle for Kitty Pryde. Finally, decorate the face for Kitty Pryde. So the character Kitty Pryde in X-Men has been completed. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to receive the new notifications. Thank you for watching and see you next time.